Hello, everyone. It is Frizelma Lynn, Parenting 911 with the Lived Experienced podcast. So, welcome. If you're parents, grandparents, foster parents, guardians, if you are in the village to help train up a child, then yeah, this is all for you. So, we're just talking about how to walk through life helping to mold a child's life. And there are a lot of things, a lot of parts, that go with that. So I'm really glad that you all have joined us today. We are going to start talking about identity. So all of us have an identity. The identity is really what sets us apart from each other. All right. You have to think about the identity, your identity. It sets you apart. Even if you are a twin or a triplet, it sets you apart. It's your uniqueness. It's what makes you a little bit different from the next person. All right. So now think about we as parents, grandparents, um, we have been given this task to help mold and shape the identity of children. I understand that many people think when children are born, they have a clean slate, they know absolutely nothing. That's not true. They know some things. They don't know that they know it, but they do. Just think about feeding time. They know when they're hungry, there's a feeling, there's an ache in their bellies for food. Sometimes they have to be even taught how to suck the bottle, to suck the nipple. They don't know how. But then once they learn, it's the consequence, the reward that they receive, it causes them then to repeat. All right, to rinse and repeat. So we as the adults, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, foster parents, step parents, it's our responsibility to train them in a way that their identity, the goodness comes out, comes forth. Understand that um, children are great imitators. So they're going to imitate whatever they see you do, whatever they hear you say, how you act and react in a situation. They're going to imitate us. Well, we have to make sure then that we're walking in a way that they have something of quality, something that is good to imitate. It's up to us to mold their character, to help mold their character. Um, they don't have values when they're born. We have to teach that. That they don't have goals for their lives. Guess what? We have to teach that. They don't have self-perception. We have to teach that part. We have to let them know that they are important, that they are special, that they are good, that they are kind, that there is great value in them. We have to teach them that. Therefore, we have to be careful about our words to them. Be careful what you say. Be careful of even the nicknames that you give, because they too, cause a person's mind to revert back to whatever that is, whatever the perception is for them. So even be careful with the nicknames. And let's make sure that we call them something of value. Make sure that what we say to them is always building them up, lifting them up, giving them confidence and self-esteem. about themselves, helping them with their own self perception. As we train them, we have to understand that we are the ones responsible for molding them. Just like a potter with his clay on the wheels, that would be us, the parents, the potter. The clay is the child, and it's up to us how we develop them. I know many parents think that you have to have a lot of money to be able to raise the child well. That's not true. That's a myth, because many parents with a lot of money still don't take the time and effort that it takes to mold the child well. What it really takes is a heart. It takes caring. It takes you being willing to make some sacrifices so that your child can receive the best of the best. It takes your heart. You have to spend time with them. You have to talk to them. A parent was talking to me about their child not yet being able to speak well or form words well. And I reminded them, I said, now my recommendation always is for a parent, an adult, an older sibling, to talk directly to this young child. That's why television or these devices cannot be your babysitter. Children need to have one-on-one conversation, and they are watching every movement. They're watching our expressions. They're watching how we form our words, and then they imitate. As children grow older and develop, they imitate us to a point. However, we have to understand that then we mentor them. We have to walk alongside them. Our our identity has to be one that's worth them imitating, worth us sharing. Being a parent should change your character, because it should make you want to be better. It should make you want to live a better lifestyle. It should make you want to straighten up in the areas where, you've been a little, just loose a little, just relax, just laissez faire. It should make you want to tighten up in those areas that you have not paid much attention to, because now you have another human being that's going to mimic you, that's going to imitate you, that's learning from you. Your child learns how to live life based on how you live life. They learn how to have a conversation with another person based on how you have a conversation. So they're learning from you. It's up to us to make sure that we mold good character for them. We model good character for them. Their identity is going to determine their destiny. Their identity is going to determine their destiny. So make sure before you try to push them out to perform in a certain way, you have already established identity for them so they know who they are. So they know the value they bring to this world. So they know that they are important, and they don't have to rely on others to try to tell them that. They already know. They already know that they are special people and an important person, important to your family. They need to know all of that. Identity is a part of their destiny. Think about the child that's never taught that they are smart enough to do amazing things in life. Imagine the destiny of the child who's never told that they are loved. Imagine the destiny of a child who has never been supported, who's never been taught that they need to keep pressing in tough situations, that they can do it, that they're strong and courageous. Imagine. Now, for some of us, we don't have to imagine far, because for some of us, as parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, we experienced it. We experienced those things as children. So that's why a part of Parenting 911 is to rescue childhoods, because we only get one childhood. We want to make sure that our children have a good, wholesome, nurturing, structured, loving childhood. This is not the same as when some people say, I don't want them to grow up like I did. But everything that happened when you were growing up was not horrible, because remember, our childhood frames who we are as adults. So something that happened, someone in your life as a child helped build good character in you. So just understand, children are real people with real feelings. They have an identity, and we are the ones that are to shape the identity. We are the ones to build their character. If your child talks a lot, that's not an obstacle. That's just letting you know what to use to help build their character. Maybe in the future, their destiny is going to lead them to be a teacher, or to be a lawyer, or to be someone on TV or in theater, or a leading voice. So don't take that as an obstacle. Use that as a clue for the destiny. If your child is one who's very quiet, maybe they are a thinker, and they are in the future going to be a philosopher. Maybe they're going to write many books. Don't see that as an obstacle. See that as an opportunity to help guide them towards their destiny in a career where that can be used in a great, magnificent way. If your child is strong-willed, and I would have been one of those strong-willed children, maybe that means that they are a visionary. They have these huge dreams about the future, and they're going to do these amazing things that will be a part of their destiny. So don't see things as obstacles. See them as opportunities. Opportunities to help mold. Opportunities to help build character. We'll end with this part. Make sure make sure that you expose your child to good things in this life, in this world. We see a lot of negativity, yes, but there's so much good. There's so many wonderful opportunities, so many wonderful experiences for you to allow your child to have. Some of them don't take much money, but they do take time. They may even take planning. you know, but expose your child to the good. When we don't expose our children to all the wonderful things of life, then we're actually doing an injustice to them, because as they grow older and become teenagers, they won't have a choice. They'll only know one way, and maybe that's just the way of the street. Maybe that's just the way of hurt and harm. Treat someone as mean as they treat you. Maybe that's the way of being tough and killing. But that does not need to be the only thing they know. It's up to us, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, the village, to expose them to the good. Now, I know some of you may say, why would I want to do that? Nobody exposed me to the good. Remember, I said earlier, to be a great parent, not just a good one, a great parent, you've got to parent from your heart. You've got to care about your children to the point you want them to be better than you. You want their childhood to be better than yours. You want their life to be better than yours. You want to see them succeed and go to great heights. You have to parent from your heart. This is not a competition. Actually, it's a team, and you're the coach. For your team to win, you've got to want the best for them. You've got to provide the best for them. You've got to push the best for their lives. You've got to make sure you're framing things for them so that one day they'll have a choice. They'll know that there's so much good in life. And yes, trust me, you won't even have to teach them the bad stuff. They're going to learn that. That really comes naturally. They're going to learn that. But please be very, very careful about exposing children to the things of life that are not age appropriate. You should want to keep your child innocent from all of the terrible, horrible things that go on in this life. Keep them innocent and protected from that as long as possible. As you strengthen their identity in themselves, as you strengthen their confidence in themselves, keep them protected. Every child deserves that. And they should get it. Do you know why? Because they have us. They have you. So they should get nourishment and nurturing and structure and love and guidance and supervision and teachings. They should get everything they need to be the most amazing people on this earth. That's up to us. It does take time. It takes a lot of heart. Doesn't take as much money as you think it does. It takes more of you. It takes more of you. So I want to end each podcast giving you an action step. An action step. Make sure that even if you're working with a child that's a toddler, even if your child is a toddler, start telling them, affirming with them that they are good, they are wonderful, they are smart, they are loved, they have great value. Yes, one day they're going to ask, well, what is value? And you're going to have to explain that. Teach them how valuable they are. how important they are. Start saying that to them every day. My parents divorced when I was 2 years old. So I never had that opportunity to be raised in a house with mom and dad together. My mom then became a single parent. A few years later, she remarried. My dad he remarried immediately. Um, he didn't have any other children, and she didn't either. She had the two of us. She and my stepdad, soon after a few years, they separated. Now she was a single parent again. I know that that is a struggle in itself. It brings with its psychological issues of failure, of shame, of loneliness, all of those things. However, she took the time to pour into me affirmations to let me know how special I was, how important I was, how valued I was, how much the family needed me. She built my confidence. You know you can do it, she would say. Oh, you know you can do it. I believe in you. I have faith in you. Go and do it. I'm so grateful for that because my confidence is still great. Come on now. I'm a grandmother. My husband and I have 6 adult children, 9 grandchildren, and some of the grandchildren are grown. I'm still confident enough to know that I still can do. So let us raise children, train up children who have confidence. Let's motivate them. Let's inspire them. Let's uplift them. Let's build their self-esteem, build their confidence. So one of your action steps is to start speaking it into your children every day. Let them know, yes, they can. They can do good. They can do good things. They can be kind. They can be helpful. And then the next action step is to make sure you model it for them. Model being a good person in front of your children. If you're in a 2-parent home, model that to each other. I know arguments come, but the language in your house should not be an argument every single day about everything. You've got to model for them so that they can see your good character and imitate your good character. I hope you listened and learned something that you can start implementing. I like to be very practical when I'm teaching. I want you to be able to take what we're talking about and immediately be able to use it, implement it in your home with your family. So I hope that you will implement these steps and think about what we talked about. What I do want you to do is make sure that you let me know if there are some topics you want us to talk about on the podcast. We're going to talk about parenting, absolutely. We're also going to talk about encouraging our teens to hang in there and accomplish things in life. We're going to talk to parents of adult children who don't know how to respect the fact that their babies, their children are now adults. We're just going to talk about lived experiences. I'm grateful to have you. Now, let me talk for just a minute about one of our sponsors. It is Emotions You Know. Emotions You Know is a game where we can feel and share our emotions with each other. It's a game that you play similar to Uno, and it relaxes the environment so all of us can learn how to share our stories, our life stories with each other. Emotions You Know is one of those games you'll never forget because it's about you. It's about you. So you'll pick an emoji and you'll share it. You'll share the emotions that come up with that with the group that you're playing with. Go to emotionsyouKnow.com and you'll learn more about the game. All right, I look forward to seeing absolutely every one of you next week. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your parents, tell those other people that you know who are parents and grandparents to come and let's listen. We are going to be just talking about life, parenting, all of our lived experiences, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Sometimes that's the issue. Nobody wants to talk about the difficult things. We're going to talk about those too. I'll see you on the next Lived Experienced podcast journey. Thank you.